Hi Year 10s. Here is a little practice task to make sure we have the skills and knowledge ready to start our Foley task. So we've imported the late lunch silent film into Reaper. You see I've put some markers here identifying what I'd like you to do. I'll make this Reaper file available for you to open, which will include the markers. That way when you bring the video in, you'll be able to actually apply these things at the markers. So let's jump straight to marker 1 and look what is involved. Footsteps, the guy walking in the front, in the foreground from right to left. So I'm going to straight away create a track there called Footsteps, and I'll call it foreground. Alright, I'm going to turn off input monitoring so we don't get that annoying echo. Turn that off. I'm ready to record my footsteps. I might start a little bit before, and here I go recording. Okay, let's just trim the edges. So I'll zoom in horizontally with the up arrow key. And here I go. So if I grab the end of this video, I can then see that he finishes walking around about there. Put a little bit of a fade out there. Now where does he start walking? About here. So I will just bring it straight to there. Quick fade in right there. Let's have a look. Okay, now it's ready for panning automation. 2 ways to do it. Click the envelopes, click on the pan, that will display that. P will toggle that visibility on and off, okay? Then I want it to start on the right, don't I? So I'm going to create a new point, and I'm going to move it all the way to the right, which is down. I'll then create another point right at the end there, and I'll make that all the way left. And then I'll hit play, and you should notice the master bus moving the sound over here from right to left. Yeah, you did see the switch in which one's louder? Cool, hopefully you can hear it as well. Excellent, I'm happy with that. So that means that section's done. Let's skip ahead to the cars marker. At this point, I'd like to create 5 new tracks. I'll disarm the footsteps. I might even turn off that pan envelope just so it's not in the way there, okay? Let's arm the first one and call it Cars Right. And turn off input monitoring. While we're at it, just label cars, I'll call that center right, cars center left, cars left. This last one is going to be all the car sounds. That is a folder, and I'm actually going to move everything in there a bit later. So, cars right, ready to roll. Let's move just before it and hit record and record some ridiculous car noises. Alright, so this is pretty much the end of it there. So that's where I will be cutting off these recordings later. That's my Cars Right. Why did I call it Cars Right? Because down here on the mixer, I'm actually going to pan it all the way to the right. Okay, let's disarm that track. Arm the next one. Get rid of the record monitoring from all these tracks. And then I'm ready to do my car's central right, which I may as well pan about 30% right. Hit record. Alright, that's that one. Move straight to the next one. Okay, that was a more steady one, just to experiment. And my final cars one, cars left. I should pan left. The other one, 30% left is cool-ish. That'll do. And hit record. Now let's look at the end of all these clips. It's actually about here. I'll move my marker so you have an accurate marker. I can actually use my right mouse button to draw a box around those and hit S to split and then delete. Then I'll just draw a box around these ones and just make a little fade. It's a bit longer. Cool. So let's just look at the start of it and clean up the beginning. Have a listen. Not bad. We might want it to just maybe have a clean beginning like this. I drew my box around them, right mouse button, and I'm going to split them all around here. Highlight the ones I don't want, highlight the ones I want, and make that fade in as that little wipe occurs. Okay, let's check it. All right, so perfect. Now these 4 tracks, I actually want to highlight them all. So I'm clicking on one of them. I'm going to hold Shift and click on the bottom one. Then I'm actually going to drag them, and I want to drop them in the car sounds one to turn that into a folder. Right now, if I drop them though, it just reorders. What I need to happen is that little blue thing to move like that. Can you see it shifting inwards? And then now that's a folder, I can get that out the way a little bit. So then when I'm actually doing my whole project, all those car sounds are just now located in there, even though there's 4 different layers in there. So if I had heaps of footsteps, if I went back and decided, oh, cool, time to do the other guys in there, okay? I could create a footsteps folder. Oops. Yep, I've created it there. Type in the name of the folder, and I'll put it up as the second track, move my foreground footsteps into that, okay? And then I'd have a couple of other channels that I'd put in there. Okay, does that make sense with folders, keeping organized? Then over here, we're gonna actually just do the lady's footsteps as she walks from left to right to practice our panning again, arming the track, removing the automation. You might notice, sorry, the input monitoring, record monitoring. I don't need the car's left armed anymore. Disarm that. I'm ready to roll, to do my walking. Here I go. Great. While I'm at it, let's jump ahead, do some more footsteps, okay? Cool. I actually decided to be a bit more in time. Check out the timing of my latest efforts. Not bad. All right, so looking back at these initial ones, let's just quickly do some panning from left to right, okay? I'll just trim the edges, put a quick fade in there, and hit, what do I have to press to bring the pan envelopes? I could click here, pan, okay, or P for pan. Now I'm going to put in a couple of new points. That point should start to the left, shouldn't it, guys? All the way up. When it ends, it should be all the way left, all the way right, sorry. Then the next time she walks kind of central, so I create a point and double click on it, and it's in the center. I'll check this one. Great, so it should start central, but then the other marker I've done, I've decided, hey, let's actually make it left at that point. So I'm going to create a new point, and I'm going to move it all the way left, but you'll note that actually has a line there moving. So if I actually change the shape here to square, it didn't change where I wanted it to. It would probably change it for the next one. Let's do create point. If I move that, see how it's now squared off there instead of a gradual one. So the one I actually wanted to change was probably this point back here, and change the shape for that point to square. Excellent. And then it will jump to being left at that point. But I actually want this to be gradual, so I'm going to change it back to linear. Excellent. So now let's check it out. I'm pretty happy with that, and that should finish about here. Excellent. Fade. So that's some cool pan automation there. Hopefully in your headphones you can hear that going on. But let's be a little fancy with volume. Let's press V and let's just make it get a bit louder. Ideally, you don't want to gain things up above 0 decibels, but because my recording signal is so low, it's quite safe. I'll get a bit of noise, but never mind. I'm going to create a point over here just to sort of raise it 5 dB as she walks into the foreground a bit more. Cool. So you get the idea that you can you can change the panning and the volume. You can automate both of them in the automation envelopes. And that's the point of this video. Once you've done that, you would actually be ready to upload a screenshot. I think for the screenshot, let's open up these folders and use page up and page down to resize the tracks to make it a very good screenshot in which I can see everything I've done. Okay, so really, like, you wouldn't need these mixers open, although they do let me see your panning, because at this zoom level, the panning is actually hidden on these tracks. So I would like you to have the mixer open to show me your panning. All right, cool. So I will save that, and I'm going to go File, Render. I'm going to go into the video format and change it to AVI. And we might try the MJPEG codec, 30%, change this to 720 by 480 pixels. It's going to be a lot smaller, a lot less quality, but I feel like it might be the right size for us. Okay, 47 meg. Okay, so that worked out all right. Let's just revise what the settings were from when I rendered. I set it to video, FFmpeg, AVI format with an MJPEG codec at 30% compression quality. And then I moved it all the way down to 720 by 480, because this assignment is not about the quality of the video, it's more about your soundscape and your use of panning, etc. So let's go with those. I'll make a screenshot of those settings. And good luck with mastering those skills. We're ready to do the summative assignment.